All right. So, Mayra Bueno Silva stops Holly Holm. As you can imagine, I was celebrating. I had to celebrate, of course. I was extremely happy. There was no controversy. Thank goodness. Holly Holm immediately admitted that she tapped by the way that she walked away immediately after the ref jumped in. Okay. Holly Holm is out of the picture, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I had a feeling that this would happen. I had a feeling that Holly Holm would get reckless and repeat the same pattern over and over, do the same thing over and over, just like she always does. And like I said in the other video, prediction video, I thought Silva might do something tricky. Because Silva does tricky things. Especially if you're repetitive with your moves. If you show a pattern. So she stuck her head down there, as Holly does. And Holly Holm was on her way to stinking up the main event. We've seen this type of main event play out with Holly Holm before. And there's no stoppage from Holly Holm. Now, maybe she would have gotten a stoppage had the fight went on. Had Silva not gotten a stoppage, maybe Holly would have gotten a stoppage. I don't know. I'm just saying thus far, it hasn't resulted in a stoppage for Holly Holm. It's just her with her opponent pressed against the fence. And it's a boring fight. And it was on its way to that again. He had a lot of it in the first round. And less than a minute in the second round here, she had started it again. And I'm just happy that Silva put an end to it. Didn't that feel good? Now y'all tell the truth. Did y'all really want to sit through 4 more rounds of this? Did you? 4 more rounds of this. Pressed against the fence, knee. All because Holly don't want to strike from range. She want to strike from distance. That's all that was. Holly could not deal with Silva's offense. Too much pressure, too many power shots. That's what it was. You know, if Holly is absolutely schooling you and not taking shots in return, there's no need for all of this. In a fight like that, you can just, beat them up. But here, Holly she was at it again. And I just think it's hard to not appreciate putting an end to that fight. That was a blessing in disguise. She looked very small compared to Holly Holm. There was a noticeable size difference. I think a big reason why Holly has stuck around. She knows she's big for this weight class. She's huge. And I think Aldana is bigger than Silva as well. So Silva got it done as a smaller fighter that moved up from flyweight. Right? Yeah. How many fighters Holm fought that couldn't stop her? Went on to lose. Huh? So, Silva, a force to be reckoned with. Just like I've hoped. And I've been saying that, hey man, she looks better at 135. She's more kill or be killed. Kill or be killed at 135. Holm was in survival mode. All that clinching against the cage. She's doing that so she wouldn't get knocked out. Right? And she was about to stink up the joint. So I think we should be thankful right now for Mayra Bueno Silva. Thankful for Mayra Bueno Silva. Now I already made a video about Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont and her issue. Her business that it has been handled. The bad blood has been settled. And it was embarrassing for Chandler. But I did not speak on Estela Nunez and her broken arm. Now, obviously, that was terrible and hard to watch for most people. But stuff like that happens in sports, you know, in sports in general. Stuff like that happens. But when it happens, you're supposed to, it should be easy to show class. You know, you won the fight. Let's just say Dudakova turned a lot of people off. Now, with that said, a lot of people still like her as a fighter. I think she got questionable striking, and that if she's forced to stand, she'll get peppered up. But I thought she'd be able to get Nunez down. In this fight, she actually did get a takedown. That led to the broken arm, and that's why they granted her a TKO victory rather than a no contest, as some people pointed out. You know, it led to the ending of the fight. The takedown led to the ending of the fight. Yeah, Holm was not going to get a stoppage. Holm, she never gets stoppages. And that style, you could see what she was about to do, run in and have her flurry. She'll just throw a couple punches and move out at a different angle. That's an annoying style to me. That's just me, man. It's because there's no power on those shots, especially after the second round or so. And it's just annoying. And then she'll just stop doing it and press her opponent against the cage. And knee, harmless offense. Hey, I'm a paying customer. I just don't like that. I like the way Silva tries to end fights. You know, she'll go for it. She'll go for it. She'll go for those submissions. You know, you just don't see Holm going for submissions like that. or odd submissions. This is not the first time Mayra's went for an unusual type of submission. Going for different things given the situation that she's in. We really don't see new stuff from Holm. So that strikes me as a an older seasoned fighter who's really settled into how they've been fighting over the years, and they're probably not going to evolve. But anyways, good for Mayra Bueno Silva. Hopefully, she can get in the title shot picture, because nobody, as somebody else mentioned, nobody wants to see Juliana Pena against Raquel Pennington for the bantamweight strap. Nobody wants to see that. And if they fight and there's no stoppage, Silva, I think, should get the title shot. Should fight somebody. Maybe the winner for the belt. Fingers crossed. Let's hope they do the right thing. That is all for this live stream.